Imagine walking into your workplace every morning, trusting that the systems in place are truly there to protect you. You see the safety posters, the emergency exits are marked, and every so often you hear talk about an upcoming inspection. But what if I told you that the very process designed to keep you safe is more show than substance? The truth is, for millions of American workers, the illusion of safety is a dangerous reality, one built on a system that's riddled with flaws, advance warnings, and cozy relationships that put lives at risk. Let's pull back the curtain and look at how safety inspections in the United States are supposed to work and how they often fail. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, is the federal agency tasked with ensuring safe and healthy working conditions. Its inspectors are the people we count on to hold companies accountable, to spot hazards before they become tragedies, and to ensure that every worker returns home safe at the end of the day. But in 2025, a wave of new reports and whistleblower accounts has revealed just how far the current system falls short.
Here's the big secret. Advance notice. You might assume that safety inspections are always a surprise, catching companies in the act of their daily routines. In reality, many inspections are scheduled weeks or even months in advance. According to a recent 2025 survey, 43.8% of employers perform scheduled, documented inspections, while 31.3% conduct periodic, documented ones. Only 12.5% carry out periodic, undocumented inspections, and a mere 6.3% rely solely on visual checks. This means that in most cases, companies know exactly when to expect that knock on the door. This advance warning gives businesses all the time they need to clean up their act. Hazards are patched up, paperwork is brought up to date, and every employee is reminded to follow the rules, at least until the inspector leaves. It's like giving students the answers to a test weeks in advance. When the day of the inspection comes, everything looks perfect. But once the inspector walks out, it's often back to business as usual, with hazards left unaddressed and workers once again at risk. Why do agencies give so much notice? Officially, it's for preparation and scheduling convenience. But the real effect is that it creates a massive opportunity for companies to mask their problems. Instead of seeing the real day-to-day operations, inspectors are treated to a carefully staged performance. It's no wonder that, year after year, the same headlines about workplace accidents and violations keep surfacing.
But the problems don't end there. In many industries, the relationships between inspectors and the companies they oversee are too close for comfort. Inspectors often develop long-term, friendly relationships with managers and owners. Sometimes, these connections are the result of years of working together in the same field or even at the same company. It's not always about outright bribery, but more often, a quiet understanding, a handshake agreement that leads to leniency and a willingness to overlook issues. And then there's the revolving door. It's not uncommon for former employees to become inspectors, only to return to their old workplaces. This familiarity might seem like an asset, but it can breed complacency. Instead of rigorous, unbiased oversight, you get a friendly reunion, a few hours of catching up, a superficial glance at paperwork, and a quick sign-off. The result? Another workplace passes inspection, but underlying dangers remain.
The statistics tell a troubling story. Despite updates to OSHA's workplace inspection program in 2025 that emphasize more rigorous oversight and a push for unannounced inspections, the reality on the ground is inconsistent. Many employers still rely heavily on scheduled, documented checks. Visual inspections, often the least reliable form, make up a worrying proportion of the process. This inconsistency means that hazards slip through the cracks and workers pay the price. So what's the consequence of this broken system? It's the illusion of safety. Companies receive a clean bill of health, regulators declare success, and the public is led to believe that all is well. But beneath the surface, the risks remain. Workers are exposed to preventable accidents, hazardous conditions, and unsafe practices, All because the system that's supposed to protect them is more focused on appearances than reality.
Who pays the price? The answer is simple. You do. The American worker, the backbone of the nation's economy, is left vulnerable. Families are put at risk. Communities bear the burden of accidents that could have been prevented, all because the agencies we trust are failing to deliver on their promises. But there's hope. Experts and advocates are calling for real change. The 2I-25 update to OSHA's inspection program is a step in the right direction, with a renewed focus on unannounced inspections and stricter ethical guidelines for inspectors. Unannounced inspections are crucial because they offer a true snapshot of daily operations. No time for companies to hide their problems or put on a show. Stricter ethical standards help ensure that inspectors aren't swayed by personal relationships or past connections. And supporting whistleblowers, those brave enough to speak out about unsafe conditions, can shine a light on issues that would otherwise remain hidden.
So, what can you do? Demand better. Advocate for unannounced inspections in your workplace. Support stronger ethical guidelines and oversight for inspectors. If you see something unsafe, speak up, or support those who do. Your voice matters, and together, we can push for a system that truly puts safety first. Remember, your health, your safety, and your life are too important to be left to a system that's failing. Don't settle for the illusion of safety. Demand the real thing. Let's work together to make sure that safety first isn't just a slogan, but a reality for every worker in every industry across the country. If you've experienced similar issues in your own workplace, share your story. By bringing these issues into the open, we can drive the change that's so desperately needed. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, stay informed, and never stop demanding better.